Welcome back. If you have stuck around this long, we have one exciting hour left of our inaugural Raider Success Hub Summit. I've had fun today. I don't know if you have, but it's been really inspiring to me to see the work that you're doing, because that's why we do our work, is to help you do your work, to help our students. So it's been fun for me to see. And speaking of students, we are very fortunate to have 3 students with us here today to kind of talk about and share their experiences with us using Raider Success Hub. So we have Kendall, Lance, and Braden. You guys want to come to the stage? We've got some hot seats ready. Feel like Jimmy Fallon. I'm gonna interview my guests here. Okay, so let's start with some intros. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm Lance Nicholas. I am from Katy, Texas, and I am within the Davis College. I'm studying agricultural education and minoring in agricultural communication. So basically, I can educate you about cows and talk to them at the same time. And I'm a sophomore, and like I said, I'm from Katy, Texas. So Lubbock is not my home base, but I love it here, and I feel like Tech is a really good place to call home.
I was AgCom too, so we can talk about cows later. Yeah,
I got you.
Hi, y'all. My name is Braden Peckham. I'm in the Rawls. I'm double majoring in accounting and finance. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So being in Lubbock's a lot different. Oklahoma's beautiful, and we also have pretty sunsets. It's not exclusive to Lubbock. That's about it for me. I'm not as fun. I don't talk to cows. I just stare at spreadsheets all day. So.
All right, so I'm Kendall Crawford. I'm originally from Fairfield, Texas, which is a small town in central-ish Texas. I actually transferred here from a school that's, a bit north of us, the University of Oklahoma. But I'm very glad to be here. Yeah. Oh, I'm a human sciences major and a kinesiology minor, and I want to go to physical therapy school, so.
Well, Kendall, we're glad you're here. We wish you would have come sooner. Thank you for the pity laughs. Okay, so when you guys log in to the Raider Success Hub student portal, what are you hoping to accomplish? We'll start with you, Lance.
So typically, and I actually did this today, whenever I use Raider Success Hub, I'm making appointments with my advisor, who is Karen Priest. If any of y'all know her, she's awesome. But outside of advising, I have made appointments with the Career Center before. I saw some Career Center people here. Hey, guys. And then I also do a lot with university coaching, and I've actually gotten more into checking grades on there now instead of having to go to Blackboard and doing that. They're all just kind of right there, but those are kind of just the things I use it for.
Yeah, to kind of echo what he said, I don't really use it all that much except for appointments. I schedule all my advising appointments with Raider Success Hub. I also use it for coaching. I coach with Josh Sills, so I use it there often too.
So as a transfer student, I know that my GPA kind of changes and it's kind of tough to find sometimes in RaiderLink. And so that's my favorite feature of Raider Success Hub is finding like my cumulative GPA, and it's really quick and easy.
Okay, Braden, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Do it.
I told you it was okay to say that you didn't use it that much, and that's okay. So what would you want to happen to make you want to use Raider Success Hub more?
For me, I don't have a big use for it other than scheduling appointments. I know there's a lot of other tools it does. I'm not a transfer, so I can look at my grades and see all those kinds of things. Really, the issue that I kind of run into is that there are certain like offices that are fully on Raider Success Hub and certain that aren't. So kind of navigating and jumping forth between those two is sort of the only issue that I run into. If it was 100%, I could use it fully. But I use it for appointments solely right now.
Elliot, I think was it you I was talking to? We talked about the dashboard. You saw you could see your grades and all that in there.
Yes. So, when you use Blackboard as a student, you have to click 50 different tabs to see your grades and everything like that. Like I was looking at grades last night and I feel like I was spending way too much time having to click 50 different buttons to go and do that. But then I was on Raider Success Hub and they're all just kind of listed right there for me to look at. They're separated by class, they're separated by amount, they're separated by average and all that stuff like that. So it was easier for me to kind of get an easier access to view them and understand them a little bit more. And definitely a whole lot easier than looking at them on Blackboard, just because it's all just right there in that one space.
Okay, so there's been some talk about text messaging. I think some of you might have even helped with the opt-in campaign when we started. So text messaging, right now we're using it for reminders for appointments. You get a text message reminder 1 hour before your appointments. But we have the ability to text you as advisors, as success specialists, as support staff. What are you guys' thoughts on that texting? I don't know, Kendall.
So I'm always on my phone, so text would be awesome. Just getting those obviously reminders, but just having a way to talk to your advisor kind of more easier. So yeah.
I can second that. I think an email is great. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but the reminders that you get as a text, I'm opted into those and it's awesome. Not that I didn't know I had an appointment. It's a good reminder if I ever was to forget one. And so I think the more communication that's convenient, especially for all of us, us three on stage, I'm sure handle things really well, but just as all of us as students, it's awesome to have that convenience.
Okay, so we're going to finish up with a little bit of this or that. Okay, so do you access Raider Success Hub on a mobile device or computer?
I access it mainly, actually, I don't think I've ever accessed it on my phone now that I think about it. I think I've really only ever used it on my laptop.
Yeah, I use it on my computer.
I'm not different. I just use my computer, but
See, we think that students are on their phones all the time, but it's not doing school stuff, right? No, that's why we should text y'all. Okay. When you need to do a task in Raider Success Hub or something for schoolwork, are you doing that during the day or in the evening?
honestly, day and night. I can't choose.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's whenever I realized I needed to schedule an appointment with my advisor, whenever the course catalog comes out. Let's see what time they decide to publish it. So
I usually use it during the day because that's when I see the emails from Karen and everybody. And so whenever I see it, I just go ahead and knock it out. But yeah, I'm typically during the day.
All right. Okay. Chat bot, so robot, or live chat, chatting with a person.
So I am a very traditional person. I prefer talking to people, just because that's the way I am. That's the way I was raised. What?
And cows.
And cows.
Yeah, people and cows.
I like to talk to living things. Because if I'm not, I think I'm doing something wrong. But also I just grew up watching a lot of Terminator movies, and I was like, but yeah, I'm a very live person kind of guy.
yeah, I'm gonna say live chat too. I think we've all used stuff that uses a live chat and uses a bot, and the bot can never answer the question that you have, because if it's that simple of a question, I probably didn't have it. And then you just gotta get to a person anyway. So definitely a live chat.
Again, I can't stray from the group. I'm a live chat kind of gal.
All right, so this last question is going to be the hardest one yet. Raider Red or the Masked Rider?
I think I like Raider Red. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Raider Red all day.
I am going to disassociate myself here. Not that I no shade to Raider Red. He's a great mascot. But just because I have so much Davis College pride, I saw Maylee here, so I feel like I just need to throw that out there. Yeah, I'm definitely a Masked Rider fan, not gonna lie.
All right. Well, any final thoughts, anything you wanted to tell our great group of support staff here?
If your college does faculty advising, please get all professors on Raider Success Hub because I'm not gonna like throw any names out there, but Dr. Ritz is also one of my advisors, and he is not on Raider Success Hub. So if you see him or any of the other ones, just go ahead and nudge him. But it just makes students' lives that much a little bit easier, and probably their lives that much more easier if they could all get on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to say I appreciate y'all. We couldn't do our thing without y'all the same way y'all couldn't do your thing without us. It all works together. So thank you guys for all you do for us and all the hard work.
Thanks. All right. Okay. Thank you, Lance, Braden, Kendall. I know it took a lot to get up here, so we appreciate you. Have a great afternoon. Thank you, guys. All right. That was fun. So, in the spirit of continuing our thanks, we do have to take a minute to recognize a few individuals who've played pivotal roles in making today happen. So, first, thank you to all of our presenters for sharing your knowledge, for facilitating discussions. It was really important to have you here helping us build community. So that, again, that was what today was about, was building that community. We also had a lot of volunteers here helping us. There's Brandon and Haley. Yes, thank you to them for facilitating our rooms. We had some peer mentors from student development and engagement. They helped us with check-in this morning. So thank you, Izzy, Jeanette. Thank you guys for that. Again, thank you to the Office of the Provost and Salesforce. So Laura, thank you for all of the great food today. We couldn't have done what we did here without you guys. So thank you. We want to give a round of applause to Raider Red and the Drumline. That was pretty fun. We're glad that they were here. All right. So let's talk about what's next. What is coming up for Raider Success Hub? You may have heard me once say before, Raider Success Hub will never be finished. It's not because I don't think we have a good product now. I think what we're doing is great. I think that we can continue to build more as our students' needs change, our needs change. We know that we can continue to enhance this. And there's a lot of work. I think the beginning, in the opening session, I talked about how there was 249 ideas that we put together when we went live in February. That was just phase one. We've already implemented phase two. We're continuing to enhance. And I don't know if our developers in the back love it or hate it, but we currently have 189 ideas still sitting in the backlog of things that we want to do for you guys. We're going to have even more after today. So we're always growing and developing, but there are a few big things that we know we want to accomplish, right? We can adapt, we can change, but we know that there are some few things that are on our roadmap. Where are we trying to get to? I do wish I had the drum line here to give me like a drum roll for this next piece. All right, this is the thing I have been waiting for. This was one of the things that we talked about during Discovery that I know you guys are waiting for. Appointment campaigns, yay! We are in our final stages of developing appointment campaigns. We wanted to roll it out earlier. We wanted to make sure it works perfectly. So appointment campaigns, if you didn't know, I like to call them appointments by invitation only, right? You can narrow it down to certain populations of your students. Let's say you wanted to focus in on seniors. I don't know, like during advanced registration, something like that, to make sure you're meeting with your seniors, where a first year student doesn't sneak in there and take an appointment from a senior who's trying to graduate. And so that way you can set up your availability, invite those students to that particular availability slot, and they have to be invited or they won't even see that as an option. So nobody's going to be sneaking in there. So we are looking for a few good men and women to help us with our final testing. So if you want to get advanced access to appointment campaigns, scan this QR code right here. It's advanced access, but it is going to require you to do a couple things. One of those is attend some of our pre-scheduled training opportunities to make sure that you're trained, because to use this tool, it's pretty advanced. We want to make sure that you have training. So you're going to have to go to training to get access to this tool. So come to one of our pre-scheduled training sessions and then use it and provide feedback along the way. Give us feedback from your students so we can monitor their experience as well, because what the students get, that's important too. So we're going to do that along the way. So scan this QR code, sign up. If you need it later, reach out to one of us. We can send that to you after today. But some of our earliest training sessions start next week. So we're going to get this up and running. And then we're going to open it up to everyone once we make sure that it works. We have tested it and tested it and tested it, but we want you guys to test it too, because what I do may not necessarily be reflective of how you guys use it. We know that. So I don't know. I'm excited about this. The next thing I wanted to talk about was this availability thing that we had. We added after we launched, we added where it synced a copy of your Rater Success Hub availability blocks to your Outlook calendar. I don't know that you guys love that. So what did I read a quote one time that said, leadership is being able to admit you were wrong and to change your mind. So that's what we're doing here. We admit that this wasn't exactly what you guys wanted. So let's roll that back. So what we're going to do is we're working to get this enhancement rolled out. So mid-March, we're going to get this rolled out. So any availability that you create after mid-March will not get that copy sent to your Outlook calendars. I want to be very clear. Your student appointments will still sync over. So we're just not going to send those big chunks of time. If you have those chunks of time on your calendar now that you want to get rid of, we know that you have to delete them one at a time. It's not ideal. So I'm going to recommend that you do a search on your calendar for the name of that availability, and it'll bring up all of those, and you can group select them. If you need help with that, let our staff know. We have office hours. We have different opportunities, so we can assist you with cleaning that up. But moving forward, any availability created after March 15th. So if you already have it set up and students can schedule with you that far, that's still going to be on your Outlook. We'll help you get it cleaned up. Any availability moving forward won't be copied. So hopefully that is something you'll like. I saw some nods in the audience that you were excited about that. So I added this slide during one of our breaks because I think that that was a topic of discussion maybe in this room. So I did want to talk about one thing, and that was about incoming students and when they can access Rater Success Hub. And this is something that is a little bit different than what we did getting ready for last summer, right? So we did get some extra funding. So now we're not balancing student licenses. That was our problem last summer. We didn't have enough student licenses to give everybody access all at the same time, right? every single student who was registered for RO, but we do now. Yay. So we have access to those student licenses. So what we're going to do is that students who are required to attend RRO. So these are our new first-year students and our new transfer students. They're going to get access to Raider Success Hub starting with open registration. So once we have open registration, we're going to open that up. We're going to flip those students in Raider Success Hub to current students. So you will have access to their case records in Raider Success Hub. Hopefully that will give you ample time to prepare for your orientation sessions. It won't be a week by week situation. So if you wanted to work ahead, you could do that. Students will have access. Incoming students will hear about Raider Success Hub through email. When they get activated, they're going to get an email about it. It's a part of their admitted student task list. During orientation, we get up on the stage, we have tabling, we tell the students about Raider Success Hub. We also last year had a toolkit of things that you could use to help advertise this tool to your incoming students. We'll have that again. We know that it's hard to get a senior to change their ways. I don't know, is it hard to get? Yeah. Hard. It can be hard. But that's why it's important that we focus a lot of our adoption efforts on these incoming students. I don't know any better, right? We can get them, this is the tool that they're going to use. So that's a population that we're going to focus on. Why don't I turn them over to current students and let them access now? Because then they become current students and now they're in your case list. So if you're emailing all of your students and I turned on incoming students right now, you could potentially have students who are not registered for classes a part of an appointment campaign that you create. And we don't want that, right? You don't want to be meeting with those students. So that's part of this, is to prevent those students who we know can be very eager getting ready to orientation. They may or may not understand that signing up for an orientation session is making an appointment with their advisor. That's what I say. So that also prevents confusion on the student side. So they're not getting misinformation and they're not accidentally scheduling appointments on your calendar that you need to save for our students who are here right now. So non-RRO students, I kind of put them all together in this bucket, but that includes our former tech returning students. It includes our online or distance students, our regional site students. Those are kind of our non-RO students. They're also going to get access on open registration for a lot of those same reasons that I just mentioned. So we are going to flip them on the open registration. Now, I know that a lot of you guys are interacting with these students through the recruiting process. If you have access to Target X, you're able to document interactions or report appointments, things like that through Target X. So you're still able to document those. Another thing that you can do is if you're interacting with one of these incoming students through this recruitment process, you can create an appointment on your Outlook calendar. That'll sync over to your Raider Success Hub to prevent a current student from scheduling an appointment during that time. So that's kind of another way that you can support those student populations as incoming student populations. Questions about this? Feels like sometimes it's splitting hairs on some of these things, and it can be confusing. No? Okay, cool. Here's our idea board. These are things that we are currently working on. Some of these ideas are already in progress. Some of them are still in the development stage where we're working on a design. How are we going to build this? And so I just wanted to let you know that these are some of the things that we are working on. We've heard a lot of feedback, but these are our big ticket items. So interaction summaries. We're going to take appointment summaries and notes and log a call and all the things and put them all together in one list. Now, I do want to explain that part of the reason why it's separate is because during our discovery phases that we did in April 22, we got a lot of feedback that says we need to be able to send our appointment documentation to students. That's why we created appointment summaries. Those are documents that are sent to students, and then internal notes are internal. So those are just notes for you. But it ended up being two different tools. We're working to bring that together. So that's something on our roadmap that we want to bring to you pretty soon. We are exploring an option for a mentoring app. So if you got to visit the presentation next door about mentoring, we're working on bringing an option where we can connect students with other students. In more strategized kind of ways. So we're looking at that. We're also looking at bringing in new data sources. So information from intramurals, information from hospitality dining plans, information about athletic events, things like that. This is really helping us build that 360-degree view of the student. So these are data sources. This isn't just bringing in new offices, right? We want to onboard offices more and more and more and more. We're doing that. But this is where we're talking about breaking down those data silos where we can look at information about all of the parts of a student's experience. Because we know they're not just going to class, going to basketball games, or going to the rec center, all of those things. We could look and say, hey, I noticed you have been missing a lot of class, but you haven't missed a basketball game yet. Talk to me about that. That's what we envision, right? Not to just check up on you guys, but we are looking at enhancing the email functionality in Raider Success Hub. We know that different parts of the platform kind of have different features. You can make an attachment over here, but not here. You can HTML format here, but not here. And that was just kind of some of the native functionality of Salesforce. So we're looking to bring more consistency, streamline that for you guys, make it a better experience. We're also looking at developing some processes for withdrawal management. So helping students as they exit the university. Not necessarily to say, hey, you should stay, because we know that sometimes it might be in the student's best interest to take a break, depending on their situation. So what we want to do is make sure that as a student exits, that we leave the door open so that they can return. And so that's part of our withdrawal management process, because again, part of retention is not just about making students stay here if that's not what's best for them. It's just making sure that they can come back when they're ready. And then we're also looking at referral cases. So we talk about this advisee case. We're talking also about creating some referral cases. So sometimes we have these conversations with students in our office that says, hey, you should really go to an SI session. That would really help you out. What we can do then is we can have that conversation with the student, and then we can let Will and SI know, Pat at the Learning Center, let them know that, hey, this is a student that might need your help, coaching, and they're in here too. That way, we're also being proactive, that as people who are supporting student success as their team, we can reach out, and it's kind of passing that baton to making sure that it's not only left on the student, that we're being proactive to help them too. Now, I will make sure to note that this is offices will need to opt in, right? We're not going to force offices to take referrals, but we're going to encourage as many different support groups to onboard and open up for referrals. And so let us know if there's an office that you're referring students to a whole lot. We'll add them on our list, make sure that we're talking to them, because we want it to be useful for them too, right? That's what supporting our students, streamlining efforts for our staff too. So let us know as we're building out these referral cases. Some of the big ideas. I'm excited. I can get kind of nerdy talking about some of these technology things, but it's really fun and exciting to see the ways that we're able to grow and adapt our system. RSH ambassadors. So we are looking to start a program, RSH ambassadors. These are you guys, our RSH ambassadors. So it's going to be a cohort-based program. We're going to encourage that every unit has an RSH ambassador. They're going to be your go-to person. We're going to go through some guided learning opportunities, help you become experts so that you can help those in your area. Do you have somebody in your unit that you're like, if I have a question, this is the person I'm going to go to? I don't know, I'll call it Jess Swins. I was told he was the guy in the College of Business that when they have a question, they go to Jess. He's going to be one of our ambassadors. So we're going to make sure that he has information so he can support your units. And so we're excited about this. It's going to be that opportunity, like we talked about with appointment campaigns, the first people that get to take a preview, see advanced demos, help monitor our roadmap, things like that. That's what these ambassadors are going to get to do too. So really kind of guiding where we're going to take this program to. So going out to talk to our users, but then being that source of information to bring that back to us to let us know how it's going. So stay tuned. It's in development, but that'll be opening up soon. Those are our ideas. We know that we had a lot more that we talked about today. If you have an idea, our help center has a place to submit that. It's not just for help. If you need help, help us. Submit an idea ticket. It helps track what we're working on. We can easily take your idea and transfer it into one of our enhancements. So please let us know. This QR code goes to our help center. You'll see that submit an idea is an option there. So help us build our backlog. I would love the day when I have no more ideas to implement, but that would also make me really sad. I would really, really want to keep working and going and making this the best that it can be for you guys. That's our roadmap. I did want to put in one final plug for our training opportunities. So we have our 360 trails. That's for the folks that I just need to get in, get the instructions. I'm a read, write, learn style. I want to read the instructions, where to click, maybe see a picture to do it. We're also developing out some videos. So we're adding videos to the trails where if you are a visual learner, auditory learner, you want to hear it, you can play those videos on demand when you need help. Instructor-led trainings, no matter your learning style, I think is going to be the best way to learn the system. Most of the help tickets that we get are because you just don't know what you don't know. Cover your ears, Salesforce folks. I will admit, this may not be the most intuitive platform, right? You get in there and you're like, there is so much. And it did take me a while to kind of figure out the structure of it. But I think once you figure it out, it becomes easy. You can understand it, but it does take a minute to do that. The best way to figure out how to operate the system is to come to our instructor-led trainings. There might be 5 different ways to do something. Doesn't mean you should do it ways 2, 3, and 5. Maybe, 1 and 4 are the best ways. So come to an instructor-led training. We've got our amazing training specialists, Blake and Elvia. See Blake, Elvia back there. Come visit Blake and Elvia. We've got we call it instructor-led, right? It's in person, it's on Zoom. So our virtual folks, we've got ways for you guys to get that hands-on assistance as you need. So please take advantage of those. Okay, feedback time. I keep saying, we want your feedback, and we do. Today, this is about today. Let us know how we did. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you want to see next year. We hope to make this an annual thing. This was an inaugural, is not the last. So we've got this QR code up here. You've got some at your tables. Please take a minute or two to give us feedback. That helps us know what to do for next time. It helps us know what you need. Okay, we're going to wrap it up with our community builders. So, Vanna, bring our ticket. Okay, so we're going to spin it. Okay. Jess Sanchez. All right, you are our first winner. It is you. It's Jess. Oh, yeah. So who were the three people that you met?
Connie Watson.
Connie Watson. Nicole remembers. And all right, and Anthony Rodriguez. All right, so 3 new friends you can partner with. All right, thanks, Jess. Okay. Oh, this one doesn't have a name on it, so you're gonna have to pull out your tickets. 724 072. Oh, Bonnie! Yay! Oh yeah. we trust her on here. Okay, so who were your 3 friends? Christine, Self, Keely, and Bobby. Oh, Bobby Brown. All right, thanks. Good job, Bonnie. All right, well, if you noticed, we did have a lot of breaks today because for me, that's where the community building happens. Presentations, we can learn new ideas, but we want to talk about those ideas. So we did have a lot of breaks today. It was intentional. We hope that you were able to build some community and celebrate the things that you've been able to accomplish. It's not just talking about how we can grow, be bigger, be better. It's about celebrating what we've accomplished right now. And that's a whole lot. We have a lot to be celebrating here today. So the last thing I want to do is to thank the retention management and innovation team. Congrats to you guys. In March of 22, we had the reorganization in the provost's office. And I got a call about a new opportunity. And I thought, oh no, what is this? What is this Salesforce thing? I don't understand. And I joined a small but mighty team of 2. So there were 3 of us that started. We've been very fortunate to double our staff to 6 to support this endeavor. We didn't do it alone. But I wanted to say thank you to this team for all the hard work you've put in the last 2 years. It was a lot of late nights, but I think we had a lot of fun along the way. I also want to give a special shout out to Lauren, who led the charge for coordinating this event. So she did an amazing job. So good job, Lauren. She told me she wanted the drum line, and I said, what? But I thought it ended up being pretty cool. And Blake, Elvia, Ashley, thank you for presenting today. You guys are real experts on this stuff, so we couldn't do it without you. So thank you guys from my heart. Thank you to all of you. This has been a really fun day. It's been a fun journey. I look forward to many more years of Raider Success Hub. We'll see you at an ILT. We'll see you on Zoom. We'll see you back here next year. So thank you, everybody.
Also, when we were thinking enrollment management IT, I had a brain fart and forgot a programmer who is so special and does so much work for our team. So Rohith in the back, I wanted to give him a special shout out for our closing.
All right, that's it. Have a good afternoon. If you need help, we're still going to have our Ask a Hubster going on. So let us know, but have a good one.